Hey guys, this is Joseph from BlackboxMyCar. Two questions we get all the time from customers are, do I actually need cloud? And are there any budget-friendlier options that will provide me with said cloud? Now the answer to that question is, you bet. Today we're going to be introducing you to a new dash cam that we've been carrying at the BlackboxMyCar website, which is called the Nexar Beam Dash Cam. Here's what you need to know about the Nexar Beam. It works a little bit different compared to the regular ThinkWare or BlackView or Viewfo dash cam because it fully syncs with your phone. You use it hand in hand actually, and it uses cloud connectivity to back up all your footage right to the cloud. So the Nexar Beam is not necessarily a new camera. It's been around for a while, and it's actually got some pretty good reviews on Amazon. So today we're going to be checking out the Nexar Beam Dash Cam, and we're going to give you our most honest review. Before we begin, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button to stay up to date on everything BlackboxMyCar. We've got more videos coming out soon. So here's our first impression. Nice packaging. It looks very modern. There are no specs or anything about the dash cam printed on the box. So just the product brand itself. The first thing that you'll see when you open up the box is the dash cam and a nice little greeting. The Nexar Beam is very small, kind of reminds me of a GoPro camera. Then underneath you get the rest of the goodies. Each box comes with a set of simple instructions. The Nexar Beam is a single channel 1080p Full HD dash cam, and a unique feature that differentiates it from all other dash cams is that it streams your video to your smartphone and automatically uploads your event files to the free Nexar cloud. So the version that we're carrying here is the 2021 version, so the newest version on the BlackboxMyCar website. This comes with a GPS-enabled suction cup mount, which means that similar to Viewfo dash cams, for those of you who are familiar, GPS is built into the mount itself. But that said though, in my personal experience when I was testing this out, I did have a couple of times where the suction wasn't as strong as I wanted it to be, and it did fall off when I was driving. There's a short cable from the GPS mount that you need to twist and bend in order to fit properly directly onto the dash cam itself. Now to lock the mount onto the windshield, you just have to twist the GPS module. On paper, the Nexar Beam does come with a very impressive set of features. 1080p Full HD recording at 30 frames per second, user-friendly app, automatic event file upload, free unlimited cloud storage, one-click accident reports, emergency contact alerts, and Siri integration. So let's talk about the features we love and ones that we think could be better. So the Nexar Beam is a 1080p Full HD dash cam recording at 135-degree field of view at 30 frames per second with an average bitrate of 15 megabits. The Beam is based on the all-winner V3 processor and a 2-megapixel Galaxy Core GC2053 CMOS sensor. So to put it plainly, the all-winner V3 is quite common in some action cams, and the GC2053 is available in a handful of budget dash cams on Amazon, like the Alki. So it's not the best image sensor, but it's also not the worst we've seen. The Full HD quality is actually pretty decent for the price, and we think the higher bitrate did a relatively good job at delivering clarity and brightness and preserving details. Nighttime video quality is above average, as you do get the occasional overexposed picture, and other times it just looks darker than your typical Full HD dash cam from Viewfo or ThinkWare. Now there are a couple of things that we weren't too thrilled about. First of all, you get the Nexar watermark on all your videos. Yes, and we have yet to find a way to remove them. And the video that's saved to your phone and uploaded to the cloud is not 1080p Full HD. It's actually 720p and appears to be of a much lower bitrate. In other words, it's only Full HD if you're saving your videos to your micro SD card and using your computer to view them. So the Nexar Beam does have parking mode recording. Inside the dash cam itself, there's a small built-in battery that allows it to record motion and impact events and records them in 10 to 30 second clips. And the best part is, after you return back to your car, the Nexar app will tell you about any impact incidents that happened while you were away. That said though, parking mode feature is currently only available for iPhone users. But we have confirmed with Nexar that the parking mode features will be coming for Android users later this May. That said though, if you're powering your Nexar dashcam using a constant 12-volt socket, meaning that the power socket is always on, that means your dashcam is never going to turn off, which means it's never going to go into parking mode. We strongly recommend not using a constant 12-volt socket because that's how you kill your car battery. So the Nexar Beam dashcam is designed to fully integrate with your phone. This means that you're going to need to download the Nexar app either on your iOS or your Android smartphone. So the app is free, and similar to ThinkWare or Blackview dashcams, all you gotta do is log into the Wi-Fi network from the Nexar Beam dashcam, and it fully syncs up with your phone right away. You do need to enable Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, and location services right in the app itself. So once the app has been set up, as long as it's got all the permissions that's set within the app itself, it will auto-connect and stream to your phone every single time you start your drive. And my favorite thing about the app itself is that you can stream directly onto your phone while you're driving. So you're basically seeing directly on your phone what your dash cam sees on your drive. This means that the dash cam can record and save all the footage directly to your phone using your phone's internal storage. Now you can set it so that the dash cam only takes up 20, 50, or 70% of your phone's available storage. When you use up all of the percentage, this is where loop recording comes in, so that your phone automatically deletes some of the older footage to make space for the new footage that you capture on the Nexar Beam dashcam. Let's move on to the big feature on the Nexar Beam dashcam: unlimited free cloud uploads. Now here's the thing you need to know about the free unlimited cloud upload. You need to use your phone for that. Nexar's built-in Wi-Fi is specifically for transferring video files directly from the dashcam onto your phone, but you're gonna need Wi-Fi or mobile data from your phone in order to upload it directly to the cloud. Now, it's not the entire video file that gets uploaded to the cloud. Within the Nexar app itself on your phone, you do need to save them in clips in order for those clips to be saved up onto the cloud itself. If you don't have data or Wi-Fi, your files are just gonna be staying onto your phone. Now, the Nexar app is compatible with iPhone 7s and above, Google Pixel 2s and above, and the newer Samsung models. We do recommend you checking for compatibility before purchasing the Nexar, just to make sure that it's gonna work well for your phone. And the other thing to note is that Nexar doesn't support tablet, CarPlay, Android Auto at this time. If you're new to dashcams and you find that the ThinkWare, Blackview, or Viofo dashcams are a bit more intimidating, then we definitely recommend starting off with the Nexar Beam dashcam. Now the app itself is divided into 3 different sections: activity, drive, and more. If you go under more, this is where you change your settings. So you're gonna have access to changing things like how much storage it takes up on your phone, changing your profile, etc., etc. Moving on to activity, this is where you're gonna be able to see all your previous footage of your drives from start to finish. And then if you wanna save any clips, which automatically gets uploaded into the cloud, this is where you do that as well. So last but not least, drive is where you're gonna be spending most of your time within the Nexar app. This is where you're gonna be able to map out your route to your destination, as well as seeing what the dashcam sees while you're driving. If you find that a little distracting, you could also swipe down so that the map itself takes up the entire screen. Overall, while I did find that the drive setting itself was pretty intuitive, I did find that the settings itself were a little underwhelming when it comes to what you could actually do with it. Take parking mode, for example. Typically, within say a ThinkWare or a Blackview dashcam, you can adjust how parking mode is done, how sensitive the G sensor would be, or even enabling or disabling parking mode within the app itself. With Nexar, unfortunately, you can't do that. There's also no way to reformat the SD card itself directly in the phone or in the app. What you gotta do is take this out, insert it into your computer, and format it manually that way. Last but not least, there is no way to customize the GPS option. So if you take a look at the footage itself, you're gonna see time and date on the footage, but with GPS enabled basically all the time for the Nexar Beam dashcam, where's the speed? So in terms of simplicity and user friendliness, the Nexar app definitely has it, but we did feel that some of the options for customization is definitely on the bare side. At the point of filming this video right now, one of the biggest downside to especially Android users is that there are some features on the iOS app that aren't available for Android users. Now, especially for iOS users, Nexar does come with some really cool features like Siri integration, emergency contact alerts, and parking mode. So Nexar did say that these features are coming for Android users very soon. Now, given that the Nexar Beam's been around for a while and these features still aren't available, we're not quite sure what to tell you for you Android users out there. Anywho, let's grab our iPhones and let's go check these features out. Hey Siri, start a ride.
One sec. Okay, done.
Hey Siri, capture this moment.
Okay, creating with Nexar.
Hey Siri, end this ride.
Okay, done.
Hey Siri, where did I park?
One sec. Okay, viewing. You've parked at 13,980 Maycrest Way, Richmond.
So is it worth it to get the Nexar Beam dashcam? Here's our honest opinion. If you're new to dashcams and you want something simple and it's just super easy to set up in your car, then yes, we think the Nexar Beam is definitely right for you. We did find that it was missing a lot of the key features that we're typically used to on a ThinkWare or a BlackView dashcam, say for example, parking mode, or even just something as simple as reformatting your memory card. Now, if you have an iPhone, those extra features do come in handy, but if you're an Android user, we do hope those features come out to you soon. Last but not least, the price point does make it easy for those of you who are just looking for, say, a secondary dashcam. But if you're looking for a more advanced feature-packed cloud dashcam, we still find that the Nexar is a bit on the underperforming side. So we definitely still recommend turning to ThinkWare or BlackView dashcams. Now don't forget, the Beam is only front channel facing only. So if you're looking for a dual channel option, there are some budget-friendly options out there as well. For example, Viofo does offer 2K QHD or 4K UHD options for those of you who are still looking for two-channel budget-friendly options. If you're interested in learning more about the Nexar Beam dashcam or any of the ThinkWare, Viofo, or BlackView dashcam options out there, do check out our website at BlackboxMyCar.com. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button to stay up to date on everything BlackboxMyCar. And be sure to use exclusive YouTube code BBMCTube to take 5% off your next purchase. Thanks for watching.